In this series, we will first discuss about some Town Hall 9 internet basis attack plan, and then we will see the plan in action. What is up, guys? A Square here, bringing you a Clash of Clans attack development video. And if you are a mid town online to a starting town online, or even you are a max town online, and if you are interested in improving your attack strategies, and if you are not confident in some of your initial attack strategies, consider subscribing. So without any further ado, let's get started. As you can see, we are here in the Doodle app so that we can discuss about the attack plan that we are gonna that we are gonna discuss, and what my clan mate David the P followed, and 3-starred a fresh Town Hall 9 maxed pace. And let's get started. So this is a pretty generic pace, I would say. The four cornered air defenses, and this is the very basic type of pace that you will find in most of your clan wars. And we'll see how we can take this pace by the attack strategy that David follow, and let's discuss it now. As you can see by the army composition here, he uses a cold-blooded bola loon attack. Cold-blooded basically means using just a single golem and taking the minimum amount of kill scored. So in this attack strategy, David plans to just clear out a very basic and an initial level of a very few amount of pace, that is a very initially. And as you can see, his target is just to take three things from his kill squad. His kill squad will mainly consist of the golem, a couple of wizards, and a king and a queen. So his target is to take down the opponent CC, the opponent queen, and one of the air defense. That is his target. That is it. He does not, his kill squad, anything that further that his kill squad gets is just the bonus, nothing else. So he just want to clear out this much area of the base with his kill squad, which will further create a funnel for his lava loon pathing, and clear out the rest of the base in this fashion, in a clockwise fashion, with his lava loon attack strategy. And we'll discuss more about it in a few seconds. So he starts his cold-blooded lava loon by starting to drop his golem here. He drops his baby dragon and a couple of wizards in the beginning to clear out the initial defenses, or initial trash that is not covered by any defenses, so that he can create a funnel for his heroes to go in. Once he creates enough funnel, he drops his king and his queen to help the golem move forward. He drops his jump right there to jump into the compartment of the queen, as well as to get into the compartment of the air defenses. As soon as he jumps there, the opponent clan castle troops comes out, and to counter those, he'll drop a poison here. And his king and queen will basically cover this area, including the queen and their defenses. The basic thing to note is that in a cold-blooded, you just want to spend minimum on your kill score. So he just spends like a jump spell and a poison spell, that is like a 3-space of the spells, 3-space spells, and clears out the basic initial level of the buildings and starts his lava loon. Once this area is cleared out, he will start his lava loon from this area, and will move in a clockwise fashion towards the rest of the air defenses. Now, as you can see by the pathing, he drops his lava hound from this position so as to cover these defenses, and to save his balloons coming up from these defense from getting hit by these defenses. Now, after the update, you might want to drop 3 balloons instead of 2 balloons, and sometimes even 2 balloons even work. So this is the but that you have to judge. His lava hound progress in this manner. He drops his balloon in this manner, and as his attack progresses, he starts dropping his balloon in this way, and this way, and everything that follows is just, he will have a whole bunch of balloons in this area, and they'll all move to this this air defense. I'm sorry for all this, I'm new to the app. And he will basically overpower his base completely with his balloons, and you will see the power of the balloons even after the balloon supposedly nerfed after the big summer 2017 update. And I believe that balloons, if still correctly with a little more skill, can be done, are still very viable attack strategy for Town Hall 9. So without any further discussion, let's see the attack in action. Let's jump into Clash of Clans quickly uh, and check out his attack as soon as we can, because I'm very excited to see his attack, because I cannot have my fill seeing that attack executed so perfectly. And it was a fresh hit, guys. It was a fresh hit, and taking down a fresh hit is a big deal. Is a big deal. So we have David the P attacking 15. That is replay number 2. Let's zoom out so that you can appreciate the base. Here it starts. He drops a wizard on the corner elixir pump, just to clear out the initial trash which is not covered. And here comes the baby dragon to create the funnel, so that his royals do not wander off on the base. Here comes the golem, the queen, and the king will follow as soon as the funnel is created. Now the jump is down, the golem is in, the CC is lowered. Now the poison will be down, and as you can see, the opponent queen, the king locks on to the opponent queen, and the opponent queen is down right now, and the queen locks on to the opponent clan castle troops, and soon they'll be dead as well. So our target is completed. We have taken down the queen, we have taken down the clan castle, we have taken down one of the air defenses. Anything next is just the bonus. Now he'll start with his lava loon portion. As you can see, he drops his balloon very surgically, coming towards the base, covering all the defenses by his lava loon, and reaching all the hot areas, the area which contains the Tesla, so that he can take multiple splash damages. So it's pretty generic, like it's pretty easy, seems pretty easy. He either makes it looks very easy. And see the amount of balloons that he has in that area. I mean, that is insanely crazy. I mean, he has like each and every balloon that he deployed alive, and not even a single of his balloon dies, in my opinion. And this is just overpowering, man. This is savage, this is killer. This is the openness level that you get when you practice your attacks, and when you know what you're doing, when you plan your spells pre-hand. Now it's just a cleanup here, so I'll just fast forward this attack strategy, this attack video, and soon we'll be done with this base, and we'll discuss about the next base that is a kind of different from this base, and we'll use a different attack strategy. Let's jump into the next base. So this is the second base that we will discuss, and I'm showing this attack because it's actually really very different and well planned attack, I would say, by Toyang 10. A huge shout out for doing this great attack and giving me an opportunity to show it to the world. In this attack, from the army composition, you will think that 3 golems means it is a stoned attack, but let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that it is not actually a stoned attack. And we'll see that where does Toyang uses his golems. And it was used so effectively that I was like, when I first saw this attack, I was blown. I was like, crazy, this is crazy. And we'll discuss it. So this was the base, and as we have discussed in the David's attack, as in the cold blood, that is when you use one golem, your aim is to take down the clan castle, one of the air defense, and the queen. Now in this base, they are actually quite far away, so you cannot start your attack from this queen area, because that will make reaching to this air defense impossible with a single golem. So you might want to invest 2 golems. Now with 2 golems, when you use 2 golems in a kill squad, you might want to get the second air defense like this one as well, so that you can progress your base with the lava hound in this manner. So what we do is, we do not attack it from this direction, because this direction is just baiting you to attack from this direction, and we won't do that because there is a lot of trash string around this area, which makes it very difficult for you to funnel your bowlers or your heroes inside. So what Toyang does is, he starts his raid from this area, drops his golem in this region, creating a funnel with his wizard all over the base. Very wide funnel created up to this army camp and even that mine over there. As soon as the funnel is created, he drops his king here, queen here, and the CC bowlers down. And the one thing to note is that because the golem and the kill squad has to travel this long distance up to the queen here to kill her, he'll spend all his spells other than just a single skeleton spell on his kill squad. And when you're spending this much amount of spells on a kill squad, you might want to get the major portion of the area. And in this attack, Toyang gets around this much of the base taken out by his kill squad, and this Exbo Exwell with his queen. And so this is a pretty much big area, I would say. There is more than 50% of the area taken out, and he has the rest of the Lalo and a special bowler. Now, Toyang has 3 golems and deploys 2 golems here. After taking the 2 golems here, he let me clear out some of the. After dropping all the bowlers, and when the bowlers are inside, Toyang drops his jump in such a manner at this point that it does not connect this compartment, because if it connects this compartment, some of his troops might deviate to this area and ultimately won't reach to the queen, which is the main target. So he drops his jump in such a way that it does not connect this compartment, but connects these of the compartments. So his troops move in this manner. He will drop his heal and rage and the poison to take out the CC, and finally a heal here to sustain his troops and take down the queen. Now, as soon as the queen is down, he'll attack with his Lalo portion, and there comes in play the role of his third golem. Now he starts the attack from this area, drops his balloon in this fashion, and drops his balloon here. He drops a golem right there. Now, what advantage does this golem does is that it deviates the attention of these archer tower, the wizard tower, on the golem. Now, a golem has less HP than a lava hound, but if he would have used the lava hound in this area, he would have dropped it like this. And there is a whole bunch of Teslas here, which would have absolutely, I think, Town Hall 10 Teslas, which would have destroyed the second lava hound. So, keeping that in mind, instead of using a tank lava hound, it was very intelligent to use a tank golem here and to distract these buildings from shooting to the lava hound that is sitting on this air defense, and thus it sustains for a much longer time. Now, as soon as the lava hound balloons destroy this air defense, the lava hound moves in this area, and the balloon comes and it pops around here. The lava hound pops around here. The balloons are coming in this area. Now, one more thing to keep in mind is there is a huge Tesla farm here. To distract that huge Tesla farm here, Toyang intelligently drops one skeleton spell here, which you can also follow to distract the Tesla for a couple of seconds. Now, those couple of seconds were very important because the balloons did not. He sacrificed basically his minute 30 HP skeletons for so many balloons, which eventually help Toyang in cleanup, and might help you in cleanup if your kill squad supposedly dies. So you don't want to lose your balloon. So at the cost of losing the balloon, he spends a skeleton spell which he drops right in between the Tesla farm, and that absolutely does its job fantastically. So better said than done. Better see it on a board. Let's quickly check out the attack, and it was a very fantastic attack. I don't think that I have ever seen the use of golem tanking for lava hound and balloons, and it was quite interesting for me. So let's quickly check out the attack. My team, Toyang, hit number 2, replay 2. So let's get started. The golems coming in, the wizards creating the funnel, a very wide funnel, as you can see, because you can, with bowlers, you cannot just take the risk of them walking off. And this was followed by the king, the couple of wall breakers in 2 turns, and queen and the bowlers coming in. with the queen and the bowlers moving into the surface, the funnel is created. If your bowlers move inside, your funnel is perfect. Note the position of the jump spell. It does not necessarily connect the second compartment, and it does connect the second compartment actually. And the by luck, I would not recommend you doing that, but eventually turns out well for Toyang, and his queen jumps out. No, actually it does not. It does not connect the second compartment. His queen jumps in the middle compartment and take down the X-bow. His king locks on to the queen, but is unfortunately stopped by the wall, and the bowlers will take care of the queen. As soon as the queen dies, he will start with his Lalo portion with a golem tank. Now that is very interesting. Soon you will see a golem dropping around the mortar at 3 o'clock. Um, there comes the golem tanking the archer tower, two of the archer tower for the lava hound. And as you can see, the huge town hall 10 Tesla farm, which is absolutely dangerous if we would have used the lava hound on the second air defense, because they would have absolutely killed that lava hound within seconds of its deployment. And see, the lava hound still alive because of the golem still tanking the wizard tower and the archer tower. Now the skeleton spell down to distract the Teslas. As you can see, the Teslas are pretty much distracted, not shooting the balloons but the pesky skeletons, which absolutely costs nothing. And he will have tons of balloons left for cleanup. And note that it is not a Town Hall 9, it is basically a Town Hall 9.5 with Town Hall 10 Teslas, which is some even I have trouble with clearing Town Hall 9, and Toyang is clearing Town Hall 9.5 was such a creative strategy. And guys, Town Hall 9 is full of creativeness, and this is what it is. You can experiment all you want on this Town Hall. Hope you liked the video. If you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing. Let me know in the comment section down below how was the video. Shall I continue this series, or shall I just show you the regular war recap? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll check in the next video. This is A Square signing out.